play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Pulls and fires complete. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy.
Unleashes one deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times
lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Heaves it on the run. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here. The first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. From the gun. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. needs a bunch. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lincoln. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lincoln. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Can't get him to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On the run, still looking. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Looking for a big gain. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's see what they dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights, it's good. That brings them to within one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week. College football, this one is close. They're up by just 2 over Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll do it himself. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Out of the gun. The running back has it.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Eagles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he had just enough to will that one home. They push the lead to 4 here in the fourth.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And the returner goes down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Floats it out in space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. Turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.